Yeah, I think it just comes down to good spacing and not messing up,
Yeah, you have to
which
be
you
like,
could say about many matchups, but you know.
yeah, you don't just get to go into this matchup and like play Sheik. You have to like very much know exactly what you're doing, like to avoid Jigglypuff stuff, which is
Yeah,
extremely hard.
it is a rude awakening when they crouch under your grab and then you die. You think, oh, grab, not safe.
Ooh.
Nice tech chase.
Yeah, calling out the tech in place, Inky probably wanting to do. I mean, that's the thing. Any tech is reactable in that situation.
I feel like with how few jumps Dawson had, like only tech in place could have been covered, but
Maybe you might actually be right. He might not have had enough speed.
either way, I don't blame Inky for teching in place, really.
No, it
Many
happens
of us
to
have
us
done
all.
exactly the same,
Especially, yeah,
yeah.
no. First stock of game one, like, this is a time to let those kind of things rip and, like, figure out what you are and aren't gonna get away with.
Yeah, true, true. Great crouch cancel from Inky, actually, to kind of take some Puff aerials trade and get Puff to a reasonable percent.
Yeah, no, I liked how Inky was handling that situation. Dawson taking the stock with a neat little movement thing where he did like the puff drill into like a wave dash back, baited out an option and then F smash. And we'll see that a lot where he'll kind of like come down with a drill and then wave dash in a certain direction, like to try to trip up where you think he's going.
That's cool, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Usually I just see drill into grab or drill into up smash, but it's cool to like mix in more because
Yeah,
it's such a good option to drill.
because he's not always using them like right as he's hitting the ground. Like he'll use like the higher up drills, like
Oh yeah, to catch you like jumping or something.
yeah, in a few different situations I've seen it come out so far. Inky keeping it super close. Like Dawson's been the one to take the stock each time, but Inky like getting the follow-up kill like without taking a lot of percent either.
Yeah, doing a great job spacing the aerials. Oh, that's a grab. That's a shield grab out of ups. Oh, wow. Okay.
off the forward smash. Oh yeah, unfortunately, that's all you'll really get off that tech chase is the one back air.
Yeah,
But
you
Inky,
down throw and then one aerial.
yeah. But I would still say that like Inky Sheik got like a lot off that advantage state. Like getting Dawson up to 70 or up to like 85%, which now leads to this kill on the rest punish.
Yeah, that rest was kind of confusing. Like there was one earlier where Dawson like decided
Maybe
not to
could
go
have.
for a rest off of an edge guard, like went for
Hmm.
the more optimal kill, but that time the rest was like, you know, this you will die to a up air off of down throw. So it kind of
Yeah, I definitely thought the same thing when I saw it come out. I'm like, oh, I don't know if he maybe wanted to do that or not.
yeah,
Sometimes that might have been like an option paralysis thing. Like he was midway through committing to both and he couldn't decide,
true.
ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna rest.
You can't be slow on rest. Like you got to do
No,
it
right, yeah,
immediately.
exactly.
It's like a one frame move. That's the thing about it. Okay, well this could go either way.
Yeah, we're actually at like super death percent for Puff. Like one grab and this one's over. Oh, the single needle? That was so dangerous, but neither character hits each other. They both pass. Oh, oh
Oh
my
wow,
god.
Dawson almost
These
sharks through the
landings.
platform there.
Yeah, no, just a little bit late to catch the landing. Inky was able to get shield up. That's
Ooh,
so smart, but that doesn't KO yet. Dawson throwing out a forward smash. That's definitely a nerves misinput.
yeah,
Oh,
probably
what
meant to be a
happens
jump
here? Oh my
first.
gosh.
If you get hit by one of those drills that leads an up smash, you're dead.
Yeah, that time Inky DI'd so hard away on the drill, so Dawson couldn't land with it and try to pick up anything.
Oh,
Oh,
there it
Inky
is.
finding it. Let's go. Okay.
All right, well played.
So yeah, 1-0 in favor of the Sheik.
Now you
Uh,
just gotta keep it up. This can take a
yeah,
long time. Like you
yeah, that
are
was
at the
a
mercy of the puff. I feel like for getting any hits, like you kind of just gotta wait.
yeah, that was like a full 4-minute game, 4-minute long game, and now we're headed to Dreamland. So
Yep. Yep. Okay, Baker Weege, the first game looked like really tough, but I see that it's evened out a lot.
oh yeah, we're now Yeah, after that first game where WEEG was like looking super dominant, now we're like at a dead even set.
There's the back air
Made
kill.
that
Okay.
actually Baker's lead by a single stock.
Oh, we
I
go
was wrong about the
FD.
Dreamland. Yeah, no, I was dead wrong. A lot of
Well,
sheets don't
FD is
like this
also
stage.
pretty
Yeah,
tough. It can be really tough. There's like no recovery options for Sheik here. It's like ledge or stage. You know.
no, agreed. Uh, Puffs definitely have been liking this stage a lot, and like, oh, that's so tough. Like, you know, I guess every character that isn't Fox and like maybe Ice Climbers, like Puff just does so well here.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Falcon can do good against Puff here, but that's also like a character, or that's like a player preference thing. I almost feel like.
Marth would probably not mind some FD action.
Against Puff. Good
Yeah.
point, good point.
That's an up air.
Yeah, Inky finding that up air, taking the first stock off of Dawson.
That 0% SD is so.
Oh, it
rough.
really,
like...
no, it literally changes the entire pacing of the game from a point where it's like, oh, can they make the comeback, to like, oh, like, no, they probably can't, and we're now thinking about, like, various counter pick options for both players.
Yeah, I mean, Dawson is just going to be ahead, you know, for basically the whole game.
Yeah,
And
like
that
in a
allows
matchup
Puff
where,
to play defensively, you know?
yeah, in a matchup where you have to win neutral like 14 times to take a single stock, like you cannot SD a 0. Like,
Yeah.
you know, unless you just are that much better than your opponent that you're gonna win neutral like 28 times to their 3 times. Like okay.
Salt was. I mean,
yeah,
Salt...
then it's like, okay, cool. You brought it back. You brought it back. Good on you.
Like in that Salt set, Salt's openings per kill was probably like 15.
So
like it was some
high.
like
It's the
tragic
highest.
number. Yeah.
For sure.
If only there was a way for Slippy stats to track swag. I guess it could measure distance in Moonwalk, you know?
Yeah, it probably could actually. That's a good point.
Yeah. But some people just moonwalk between stocks. Like it's not that swag.
Yeah, no, I that's a good point actually. It's like stolen valor.
Yeah. You're not swag. You just multi-shine between stocks.
Exactly. You would never do that with a man in your face trying to hurt you. You would never attempt such a thing.
Right. You would literally run away.
You would fold. You would fold instantly. And, you know, speaking of not folding instantly, Inky actually has like continued to fight this entire game, and like,
yeah, this is valid.
Closer than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
If it were
Like,
for
there
not for
was
the
a time...
SD, this would be like dead even, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. No. Like there was a time period where it actually, like, even after I said it was so impossible to do, like Inky actually was making it look doable for the next like minute after that. I didn't want to jinx it by bringing it up.
Well.
Oh wait, no, this can't happen. We can't be on last stock here.
As Inky, like when I'm in tournament and I SD, I love to bring the match to a point where it's like that SD mattered, you know, that SD. I would have won if it weren't for that SD, you know.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm not trash. I just had a, you know, tragic misplay, but like,
right.
I win this.
So now Inky actually going for gold here.
No, I actually can't believe how well Inky is playing this. 70% on Puff.
Yeah.
I can't.
There's a strong back air.
Dawson has been able to get a couple of touches, but like nothing that KOs and nothing that's gonna lead into like a solid easy edge guard either.
Yeah, I think like as Dawson SD'd that last stock, there was an edge guard that was just completely missed. Dawson like nared off of the ledge and just was under the stage.
Yeah, I've been giving the credit to Inky's recoveries as like being tricky, but oh, okay. I can't believe how close that game went down to.
Yeah, jeez.
Dawson tying it up 1-1. The other thing that I like will sometimes think about in a game like that, if I'm trying to make a comeback that's like almost impossible, is like in that scenario where you get the opponent all the way down to last stock and all the way to like over 100%, like how much mental energy did Inky just kind of like use up?
Yeah, and
like,
how much did Dawson just use?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, misses the tech chase rest. You get a grab. Okay. Goes for a forward air. That would have been intense, but we are dead
Would have
for it
been
now.
cool. Yeah, we do die for that, unfortunately, as Inky.
I mean, that wouldn't have killed. It would have done like marginally more percent.
Right, exactly. And it's yeah, like setting up for what, the edge guard? She's got 4 more jumps.
Yeah.
Relax.
Edge guards that do not exist. Okay, well, shoot.
Strong back air. Yeah, no, Dawson's looking to take a big, huge lead on this one. Rolls up, doesn't give any room to that Sheik to grab ledge again.
And now Inky will try. Oh my god. I used to have to play this matchup from time to time as Sheik. It just did not feel right. It's always such a like tough battle. You're always pushing yourself to hit them and then also being punished for it at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, your spacing has to be so godly.
Ooh, gets grabbed again, a second
a tech
down
chase
throw,
rest.
and that's gonna be another follow-up rest. Man.
Okay, this time we get 2 pummels was not guaranteed there. Dawson
No,
could
not
have
at
mashed
all.
out. Could have mashed out. Much to think about. That is analysis.
Back
I like the weak bear to dash attack. That was
that was
cool.
kind of sick. I mean, doesn't do literally anything on Puff because dash attack has no follow-ups in this matchup, but yeah, I still liked it.
Yep.
The percent was cool. Oh, this game's just over. And that's almost kind of what I was thinking about. Is like you fight so hard on that FD game that like, and then then it's like, oh, where's the energy now? Everything just starts to like fall apart.
You almost win it and then you lose. It's like it knocks the wind out of you. And then you go into
Yeah,
game 3
exactly.
and you get rested immediately. It's like, dude.
Right. It's like I was so close to being up 2-0 on the most insane comeback ever. And now it's like you gotta dig deep to try to find a little bit more juice. We go to Pokemon Stadium. I like the counter pick. Definitely honestly more similar to that FD game where we saw Inky like put in more work than that Yoshi's game.
Yeah. The FD game was no nonsense. It feels like Inky was just doing a great job spacing aerials. But Yoshi's, just a few things went wrong. I mean, when you're getting tech chase rested a couple times, that's brutal. That is super brutal.
Dawson also, it felt like he kind of chose to like stop missing edge guards or like stop missing combo like routes in a certain, like there are a lot of times in game 1 and 2 where like I thought he was gonna get something and then like didn't. But like now in this game, like he's in the last couple of games like we've seen like more of like we've seen the lock in.
Dawson is making the expert decision to start edge guarding. Also, Marxist Athena versus JCHU is happening. JCHU is playing Fox. Is this a regular thing?
I'm not too familiar with JCHU's Fox. I don't know if I've ever seen it before, but
it makes sense to me. I mean,
yeah, I was gonna say it completely adds up. It's like, well, it's the most similar character to Pikachu, and it's a character that actually wins this matchup instead of getting pooped on.
I mean, the power of dash dance, grab, and lasers is just that's you can't really say that it's something like that is missed from Pikachu. It's like this is just better,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god, Marx's Athena could have rested that. But now it's super close. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
JCHU barely wins that game.
I had my eye on that too. Back to Inky Dawson. Even stocks. Dawson having that percent lead as he's kind of had for like almost this entire set. It's felt like.
Yeah, and having a lead versus Puff is not even like a sure thing, because you just getting rested can just happen out of nowhere, and then it's overseas.
It feels like the game plan here, like for Inky, is like never even to like actually get an opening. It's just like to continue to chip away at the Puff while surviving for as long as possible. And it's like, okay, I don't really care that I got hit by this and this and this, because I live and I'm at 120. Like, I'm gonna throw like 8 more needles and 8 more weak back airs and try to get like 15 more %. And then when I die, I can just kill you immediately. And there you see it, killing off the trade with that forward air.
Yeah, and now you have to play super careful in this, like, low percent situation. Ooh, ooh, okay.
I've been loving those diagonal needles out of, like, the full hop from the ground. Like, just full hopping and then instantly throwing them down, like, right at where you were standing before, and they've been hitting the puff a lot of times. Like,
Oh, like
almost
those low
anytime.
landing needles.
Yeah. It feels like when Dawson will like land next to Sheik and then kind of crouch, waiting for the Sheik to like do a whiffed grab. Inky is like recognizing that immediately and going for like the full hop diagonal needles and like hitting
Yeah,
the puff
okay.
out of the crouch.
Very wise, very wise.
Like I haven't seen any of those like whiffed grabs like what you're used to seeing in this matchup. And there's another forward air. Okay, looks like Inky found the juice I was talking about.
Okay, yeah,
Maybe had a little bit of a juice box, hidden in the lunchbox.
had a juice box for that extra juice.
Oh my god.
Only problem is that if Inky wins this, it's Dreamland, you know, which, God, that is all.
That is going to be an extremely tough one. Right now, 43% separates the two. In this matchup, doesn't matter a ton. You know, Dawson could win this game at quite literally any moment, but Inky has just done so well at like not letting him do that at all this game. We're already 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, has
Like,
hit many great crouch cancels, and that's just adding up percent.
Yeah, if you've been this patient for this long, like, you've got, nothing's gonna change at this point. Yeah, that's gonna be the KO for it.
There you go. Okay.
Good stuff.
Game
5,
5.
Inky Dawson. And
Does Inky
surely
play
you're
any
right about the
characters?
Dreamland thing.
Or just
Not that I've
Sheik?
ever seen. I've only seen the Sheik.
Okay, that's what I feel like. But what if we just got the random Fox game 5?
That would actually be so hype, as long as they didn't get destroyed.
That
And
would-
we don't even go to Dreamland. So,
okay.
yeah, Dawson actually apparently not wanting to deal with, like, the amount of space. Because that's really where Inky has been the most dangerous in this entire set, has been with, like, the long horizontal areas.
Yeah, I mean, Yoshi's did not go in.
Yeah, the Yoshi's
Inky's
game
favor.
went so strongly for Dawson. I don't blame him for this pick at all. This is I think, a good choice.
Tries to rest down smash out of shield. That's a tough one to get, but I've been hit by that before. Michael 41 billion is crazy. I was actually stunned when I got hit with that because I was a Sheik player at the time when I down smashed and he got it out of shield. I'm like, dude, is that possible? And he just so stone cold was like, yeah.
Yeah, of course, I just did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you would think not, because the down smash pushes like the shield so far away. You know, it pushes the shielded characters like so far away from each other.
Yeah, it's definitely a tight timing, whatever it is. Didn't know Dawson had the chops to hit or rest like that. Apparently does not, but you know, we'll see. Okay, no tech on the Nair.
No
from
tech
the
on
ledge.
the Nair, yeah. That was such a weird sequence. I didn't even think that the Sheik was gonna make it back, and instead Inky just getting the kill off that.
Yeah. That was a pretty fumbled edge guard and then kind of blew up in Dawson's face.
Yeah, which that was like not what we were seeing. Like during Dawson's 2 dominant games, we weren't seeing any of that. But like, it's been happening a lot. I've seen Dawson drop a lot of edge guards that I just didn't think made a lot of sense to like be dropped at that moment.
Yeah, it's wow. Okay, this is looking bad for Dawson now for the first time. This is like the first major lead, you know.
No, you're completely right. This is the first time that Inky has had more than like a half a stock lead in a single game.
Yeah.
And this is a good time to do it. Oh, up beast to the
no,
ledge
here it is again.
Is this
like,
gonna
what
be
the
the
heck?
repeat thing? That recovery actually is so tricky. I don't even know what I would do about that if I'm Jigglypuff.
Yeah, just timing it. I don't know. I mean, it just looks like Dawson is missing the ledge repeatedly.
That time holds on. Knows that there was no feasible way for Inky to do anything there. But oh,
Oh,
that strong back air is
the
gonna KO
turnaround
off
was
the
so
top.
cool.
The
You could have
pivot.
just forward aired, I think, but the the turnaround back air strong hit was so fire.
That was super fire. My brain was like ready to see an up air, so that definitely subverted
Oh
my
no.
expectations. Yeah, okay. You just get hit by 5 fairs in a row.
Yeah, Dawson just holding in now. Like, what? Okay, okay, okay. Dawson could have clutchily grabbed ledge there, I think, before maybe Inky would have reacted and then gone to stage. Who knows? Who knows? But at this point, you can't even rest.
No, it's everything's off the table. I don't know how
Unless if
you.
it's up top. Yeah, that is an empty table.
Okay, wait. Dawson, actually like.
Again.
Yeah, missing that edge guard again, cause I'm not exactly sure why, but the sequence leading up into it was very good. Back throw.
There's another missed
No,
edge
oh
guard.
my gosh.
This is not right.
No, yeah, like I've seen Inky grab the ledge with like the startup of the up B so many times. Like never having to actually do the poof almost ever.